Well, hello everyone. Happy Throwback Thursday, and the rotation leads us to a LEGO Movie set review, and this one's on Emmet's Construct-o-mech from 2014. So on the front of the box here, we have the LEGO Movie logo, and same border as we had with all the sets, and then picture of the set in action through a construction site on Bricksburg, in Bricksburg, and then all the minifigs included, and recommended ages is 8 through 14, set number 70814, of which, so the last three digits matching with the age range, of which kind of strange how that is, but yeah, but whatever. And then has 708 pieces. And then flip to the back side of the box. Have the Construct-o-mech in another position, and the several features of it, and logo, set number again, and ad for the video game as well, but yeah. Now onto the manual, of which same picture as on the front of the box and everything. On the back side is how to win on the online survey, and then all the pieces that come with the set, of course. And then advertisements for LEGO Club and Legoland Parks and Discovery Center. And then advertisement for the 2-in-1 sets, which I previously reviewed for Throwback Thursday, and also from the first wave of sets. And then advertisement for a few DC sets from the time. Then advertisement for the Trash Chomper and for the 2014 summer set. So the next two of which expect for upcoming Throwback Thursdays. So subscribe and look forward to that. And then advertisement for the video game, and also a plate piece and a tile piece included with the set that you can use for the game, of course. And then the last building steps. And so now on to the minifigs. That first of which we have Emmet, of which with the torso print, leg printing, all the same as in most of the sets. Same with the hairpiece, but the only thing exclusive is the face print. And of course, the only other time there was an exclusive face print was in the Cloud Cuckoo Palace in the first wave. And then also we have what you're looking at, one, but also comes with two Skeletrons for that, which did also come in a couple other sets, which so obviously good for army building. Then backsides on both of them, which not at all any piece resistance for this version of Emmet, and then also does have the open smiley face. And it's also kind of fitting to this scene in the movie for that. But, although it would have been nice if the piece of resistance could have also come with him anyways, but just not with the hanging back bracket for that. Well, just a thought. Yeah. And last of which is, or the fourth last fig of which is Angry Kitty, which is pretty much just Unikitty, but in red and angry for that. And of course for this scene when she, which tries to stay positive, and then suddenly goes angry and berserk, which quite funny. And of course built all the same as all variants of Unikitty for that, but now with some flame detailing. Or flame prints all over, and also on the tailpiece, and of course with an angry expression. And of course we did get a red variant a couple times later, like for the Unikitty series, and also the one that came with Batman Super Angry Kitty, the following wave, and then also the red variants in the LEGO Movie 2 line, of course. So that's about it there. And now onto Emmet's Construct-o-mech itself, which is quite large for how it is, and takes up, and it's quite tall for that. So like good view around, and of course quite kind of similar to some mechs that we get nowadays, but also kind of mixed in with some bits of construction vehicles that we usually see in Lego City. But, and of course it's made from that, and expect to play that around here. So starting out with the legs here, or with the feet here, or for the ground up, like I always do, as he does have the little rubber treads that, if you like roll around, and they do roll very well on for that. And then also have these cheese or curved slopes with the like by one plates with the bricks around, or tooth pieces kind of, and then like we saw on some Chima sets the year prior, and also in this year for that. And then as for the legs here, which don't at all have any movement or any other movement in them, except for in the hip parts, which kind of gets in the way of posability and not able to balance with it. So, gotta keep the legs stuck in this position. But however, it kind of made a few technique bits around them, and also do have the car rim pieces in yellow on there, and also a couple jagged slopes with a sticker with caution lines to it, obviously. And then also a dish piece on top of the kind of ratchet joints. Which like we saw on Scopio, XV1, and Bionicle, and so on. And then, interesting thing is that also this year, first year to introduce these kind of Technic pin pieces that did get used a lot in some sets afterwards. So at least, so this good cheap way, or a good way to get them, obviously. And then as for this lower area, which is just jagged slopes with stickers on them for a panel and some venting for that, and then a kind of winch piece on there. And then onto the center chest part, or the kind of part of the mech, which same kind of tooth pieces on there, and then also does have a lot of vent pieces on there, most likely to represent more track or treads is running right through it, since in the movie it kind of did so. So, and why like this, which I'll say a little while later. But however, then as for this upper kind of part of which may have a few bar pieces, and also this little astromech droid headpiece acting as a headlight, which is supposed to be on both sides, but I kind of dropped it during transport. But if you get this, then you would know it's on both sides. But yeah. But however, on top of which is a car hood kind of piece with these with tile piece with a bit of snot with cheese slopes and trans red plate, or by one plate or tiles to represent another light on top of it, and a little caution sign on there, obviously. And then you can like push on, and as for the curved slopes in the back, you can like curve it upwards and then move that upwards. And then have a couple of joystick lever pieces, and the blue jumpers on there is enough room to stand your Emmet minifig into and have him control it like so. And then as for these shoulder parts, which are these simple assemblies with the like clip kind of parts on them with more car hood pieces on them, and then on top of which are the what's it called? Or fencing swords, or fencing musketeer swords, but probably has like little antennas for that. So nice use of that piece for that. Then have these large crane kind of pieces, but in yellow, good to use for mocks. And then on top of which have these little wrecking ball assemblies, which are made of like a couple large cones, and then these clock pieces used from Hero Factory and Chima, but used as like side parts of it, and on little chains for that. But if you notice the one in the movie, or version of this in the movie, it's like extra larger and built with power miner wheel pieces. But this is which kind of a scaled down version of that. And then on the back side, which are uh, large blue cylinder pieces and a sticker to be caution lines, and then same exact cone pieces but in blue, obviously. So kind of a good standout of that. And of course, it's supposed to be like two cement mixers to it. And then the back side, which just inverted curves, inverted jagged slopes, and inverted plates for that. And then kind of a bit of emptiness down below. And if I were to assume what this part is for, is probably just for extra bulk to it or whatever. And then as for the arms here, which have kind of similar or same exact kind of ratchety joint kind of bits like we see on most mechs, and then does have some this yellow couple of yellow pieces and a what's it called, vent brick or ridge brick on there, and then also this piston piece in yellow, good to use for some mocking, and also like we saw on rescue reinforcements, of course. And then it's all on a clip joint in there and does move quite well. But weird thing with this is that it's kind of like sideways for that instead of like upwards, which kind of mysterious how that is. I think would be a lot better if it was like upwards, like actual elbows for that, but whatever. But I'm sure you can figure out how to modify it if you wanted. Then have these. Then down below are these coat hanger bar pieces, but in yellow. Nice to see there, and a kind of simple assembly done with these a few couple of bricks and clicky joint bricks, but and also with these couple of scooping or scoop parts for that, but acting as like a claw hand, which underneath of which a blue uh, rubber band for that, which push on this end kind of snaps apart, snaps together, which if you like had a micromanager from one of the sets, kind of like clasp around it. Although it would be nice if there was another micromanager included in this set as well, so you can like have that and kind of clash down on it if you want to. Well, maybe that would have bumped the price up a bit more, but to whatever. But at least still good as is. Then the other arm of which kind of same assembly for that, except for the lower part of which is just a few Technic bar piece or little bar pieces and these little cylinder pieces for that, but obviously acting as like part of a steamroller, and is like your part in the back where you can like spin it around for that, since obviously acting as kind of a spinning twirling kind of weapon for it. And of course, like the other arm, same amount of posability for that. So the posability as a whole, which quite good in the arms, or I mean a little good in the arms, but not much in the legs for that. And so now on to the final verdict. Hang on. Okay, so overall, I think this which a quite good set for how it is. Like do get a lot of yellow pieces, good for your mocking, and also for some construction vehicles in city, of course, and also all the minifigs, which nice to have, but not sure what else they could have included. Well, obviously good to have a special variant of Unikitty, obviously, and also would have been great if the piece of resistance also could have been included anyways, since Emmet has it alongside him in this sequence in the movie. And then as for the whole model as this set as a whole, which, of course, although despite not having some of and why have like these why the wrecking ball parts were like that, most likely to scale it down for that. But if the and also good technique for the tread parts in the upper torso part, because like if it were like that. Oh, and also forgot to say that there is a tile piece in this kind of section, but has a coat on it that you use for the video game that there was, but didn't want to expose it for this video. But anyways, and if why and of course in this scale, which would be probably a reasonable size for that, but if it were a movie accurate version, it would be like twice as large and be like $360 or just 200 or whatever. But however, this version, a scaled down version of it, which is still fair as is. But and once again, would have been nice if the piece resistance was included anyways for that, as fitting to the whole sequence. But yeah. Then as for the like $60 back in 2014, quite good for how it is. Even though it might be worth a bit more for that, but still quite good as is. And still, and once again, still quite good for how it is. But yeah. And of course plenty of unique designs, and also whereas despite not having any movement in the legs, of which I can still forgive it how it is. But yeah, and then that's about it. And so now if any of you still have this set from back in the day, well, I hope you had some good memories of it. And for those of you who haven't and are still looking to get this set, I'd say definitely pick it up. eBay, Bricklink, Mercari, Bricks and Minifigs, whatever. And that's it with this video. Please like, comment, share, and subscribe. Thank you for watching.